Hello everyone and welcome back. Today we are tackling an interesting algorithmic challenge, finding the number of valid triangles that can be formed from an array of integers. This is often known as the valid triangle number problem. Let's start by defining the problem. We are given an integer array called nums. Our goal is to count how many triplets from this array can form a valid triangle. For example, if we have the input 2, 2, 3, and 4, the answer is 3. Why? Because the combinations 2, 3, 4 using the first 2, 2, 3, 4 using the second 2, and 2, 2, 3 all form valid triangles. Before we jump into code, we need to remember some geometry. The Triangle Inequality Theorem states that for any three sides A, B, and C to form a triangle, the sum of any two sides must be greater than the third side. That means A plus B must be greater than C, A plus C greater than B, and B plus C greater than A. However, here is a key insight. If we sort the sides so that A is less than or equal to B, and B is less than or equal to C, we only need to check one condition. A plus B is greater than C, the other two conditions are automatically satisfied. The most straightforward solution is the brute force approach. We could simply use three nested loops to check every possible combination of three numbers. We iterate through I, J, and K and check if they satisfy the triangle condition. While this works, it is very inefficient. The time complexity is O of n cubed, which will be too slow for large inputs. To optimize this, our first step should always be sorting the array. By sorting the array in ascending order, we establish a relationship between the elements. As we discussed earlier, this simplifies our mathematical check to just A plus B is greater than C, and it opens the door for much faster algorithms like the two-pointer method. So how do we solve this efficiently? We use the two-pointer approach. First, we iterate backwards from the end of the array to pick our largest side, which we will call K then. For each K, we set 2 pointers, I at the beginning and J at K-1. We then check the sum of the numbers at I and J against the number at K. Let's walk through an example. Here we have a sorted array, 2, 3, 4, 6. We fix our largest side, K, at 6. We place our pointers I at 2 and J at 4. We check, is 2 plus 4 greater than 6? 6 is not strictly greater than 6. This means our sum is too small. To get a larger sum, we need to increment our left pointer I. Now I moves to 3. We check again. Is 3 plus 4 greater than 6? Yes, 7 is greater than 6. This is the magic moment. Because the array is sorted, if 3 plus 4 is valid, then 4 plus anything larger than 3 is also valid. So every number between I and J can form a valid pair. With J, we add J minus I to our count, and then decrement J to check the next largest possibilities. Here is the complete algorithm. First, sort the array, initialize count to 0, loop K from the end down to 2, inside, set I to 0 and J to K-1. While I is less than J, check the sum. If valid, add the distance between pointers to the count and move J down. If not valid, move I up. Finally, return the total count. Let's analyze the performance. Sorting the array takes O of n log and the two-pointer traversal takes O of n squared, because for each K, we iterate the rest of the array at most once. This gives us a total time complexity of O of n squared. This is significantly faster than the cubic brute force approach. The space complexity is O of log n or O of n, depending on the sorting implementation used by your language.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.